los ministros y...
Uno, dos, tres, está bien.
Muy bien, muchísimas gracias.
Juan Manuel Santos, President of Colombia, you're about to pass on the relay, and undoubtedly one of the legacies of your presidency will be the peace agreement with the FARC. Do you think it's an irreversible process?
Nadie quiere volver al horror de la guerra.
No one wants to return to the horror of war. But in addition to that, the Constitutional Court issued a ruling where it said that during the next 3 governments, no president and no parliament can issue decrees or pass laws that go against compliance with the agreement.
But very precisely, Colombia is going to celebrate the second round of the elections, and one of the candidates, the conservative Iván Duque, says he wants to modify that agreement. Do you think that this can put the whole process in danger?
He and his political party started saying that they wanted to destroy the agreement completely, but they've changed their position. Now they want to make some small changes. Which might those be? If it's to improve the agreement, they're welcome. But if it's to change it, they will not be able to.
The other candidate is from the left, Gustavo Petro, and some people are saying that Colombia could follow Chavismo's path. Is that possible?
This scaremongering began a long time ago. They even said that I was trying to put the country under the yoke of what they called Castro-Chavism. And that is a threat that many people wanted to push out there to instill fear. All of this with a view to obtaining electoral results.
I would like to ask you what price had to be paid for this peace agreement, because on the one hand it gained you the Nobel Peace Prize, but on the other it also gained you a lot of internal criticism, sometimes from the victims.
Not so much from the victims. The victims have been very supportive. This was a vital lesson. They taught me that the victims are the most generous because they do not want more Colombians to suffer what they have suffered. Criticism is normal, because in a process like this, one has to make a decision. Where do you draw the line between justice and peace? And there will always be one side that wants more justice and another that wants more peace. There will always be criticism. The important thing is that the process continues and that the process is irreversible.
I would like to talk about the relations between Colombia and Venezuela. At the moment, there are 1 million Venezuelans who have fled to Colombia. I would like to know how this immense flow is handled.
With the Venezuelans, we have opened our hearts and our arms because we have to be supportive. But with the regime that is producing that humanitarian crisis, the worst that Venezuela has suffered in its history, we are implacable.
And another pending issue in Colombia is the eradication of coca crops. You have worked towards that. What do you think your successor would have to do?
We have been fighting against the cultivation of coca crops for many years, 30 years, with fumigation, with forced eradication, with all systems. But while these peasant families have no alternative, they return to coca because, if not, what do they live on? Now, with the peace process, the state can reach areas that we could not reach before. If we take advantage of that, and we are doing so, and if we push farmers to voluntarily replace one culture with another, and families say, I eradicate coca, and so cocoa, or coffee, or corn, there we will find a structural solution.
Juan Manuel Santos, muchas gracias por el tiempo que ha dedicado a nuestra audiencia.